Christian Novels Audiobooks, The Story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo, The Cross Penny. Episode number 70. The ladies clapped in cheers. Thank you. We have a boy and a girl, only we didn't even know we were expecting. They came 18 years old, terrified, hungry, ragged, and on the last bus of a Saturday night. They moved in with us on Sunday. My wife and I had 2 extra bedrooms, but nothing in them. That Sunday afternoon, we borrowed a couple of mattresses from the bunkhouse so they wouldn't be sleeping on the floor. On Monday, we called the owner of a beauty salon and the owner of a barber shop, both at one time throwaway kids who found Vozzolo produce. Yes, both would be delighted to open their shops, even though they were both closed on Monday, and take care of them. They knew firsthand what it felt like to not only be homeless, but look homeless. These twins entered looking ragged and came out with their heads held a little higher. Next, we took them shopping. While we have nothing against thrift stores and often buy stuff for ourselves and our home there, we deliberately followed the Vozzolo mandate that these kids need brand new clothes, not just new to them clothes. We also let them pick out whatever toiletries they wanted. So after our kids looked good and smelled good, we took them furniture shopping. By the way, the owner of the furniture store also spent over a year in the bunkhouse. They each picked out whatever they liked. We were given a big family discount, and the items are all paid for. We waited until the furniture was delivered. By the way, the owner drove the truck before we put the bunkhouse mattresses back. We did not want to stress the kids out or allow them to erroneously think they were about to end up homeless again. Believe me, a mattress on the floor is better than no mattress at all. On Tuesday, they wanted us to go with them to enroll in high school. Go Iguanas! The 3 amigos shouted with forks raised high in the air. Yes, go Iguanas, Chester continued. We thank God for our twins who declined coming here today. We honor and respect them and their decision. One day when they are ready and everything's not quite so raw, they might be willing to share their stories. Thank you. There was a standing ovation and clapping. The 3 teens were shouting, Go Iguanas, and whistling like they do at pep rallies. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Jean wanted me to introduce our last speaker, and I want to personally encourage you to buy Vozzolo produce because when you buy Vozzolo produce, you get so much more, as you have seen, than just the best fresh produce. Gwen, come on up. Gwen Whitaker grew up way too fast. She was also a throwaway kid. Chester gave Gwen a fatherly type hug and sat down. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Chester, and thank you, Jean, for asking me to speak. I was the driver of the Sunny Hills Nursing Home station wagon that met these 3 Go Iguana guys that Saturday night before Chester and his wife found out they were expecting twins the next day. The 3 amigos brought this young lady to the station wagon, and she spent the night with me, terrified she would never see her twin brother again. I wish you could have seen them at breakfast on Sunday morning when they were united in the Vozzolo's kitchen. As you have heard, the Vozzolos have rescued at least a couple of hundred throwaway kids. They've taken in the guys and passed the girls along to other families who were more suited to taking care of the girls. But this was the first set of brother and sister. Is that right, Jean? Jean nodded yes. I, like Chester, came from a home of neglect and abuse. I was placed in foster care when I was 8. I lived in 4 foster homes. The last one was with Mrs. Peterson, Aunt Petey, as we called her. She took me at 12, along with 5 younger stair-step children, none of us related to each other. She got paid a monthly check for taking care of each one of us. Yes, she provided housing, food, and minimal clothing, and did not abuse us. There was a reason she chose the age group like she did. As the oldest, I did the laundry, the cleaning, the cooking, the helpmate, the helping with homework, the staying up with a sick younger child, everything else like a mother should do. I am pretty sure that the one who is a few years younger than me is now doing what I did, being the mom. I turned 18 the week I graduated from high school, and Aunt Petey answered this ad. Gwen pulled out a piece of paper and read it. Assistant manager for nursing home. Own job training. No experience required. Housing available. Call today. And she told me these words: "You were one of the fortunate kids. You turned 18 and graduated from high school the same week, and you now have a job June 1st. You have aged out of the system, and I'm moving back to the city. I'm taking you over there this afternoon." And she did, and here I am at Sunny Hills Nursing Home. A few days later, when I tried to call to see how those surrogate siblings were, the phone had already been disconnected. I have no idea where they are, much less how they are. I will say this: her decision was devastating to me in more ways than one. But I've been studying the business books in the nursing home office, and I'm getting excellent on the job training and running a facility of any time. I married Rusty Morris Whitaker, Jr. about 6 weeks later. He was a very good man who tragically died in a car wreck the beginning of September. So here I am, 18, a widow, and expecting a baby. Enough of my background. I have been working with Wayne and Jean Vozzolo almost from the beginning of June, after I learned what they were doing with the throwaway kids. We have been working on starting a foundation, Faith, Hope, and Love, to take care of and sponsor the throwaway girls. We received the legal documents this week thanks to the 2 lawyers Cheston referenced a little while ago. And yes, they waived all their fees and even paid for the filing fees and other expenses. Now I'm asking for your help, your leaders in your churches. My vision is to build a safe place where these girls can live, have what they need, including those lady times of the month necessities. Hard to buy when you don't have any money for food. Finish high school, either learn a trade or skill, or choose to go on to higher education. We want them to become the women God created them to be. The 3 Go Iguana guys are, "Go Iguanas," the 3 shouted. Yes, by all means, go Iguanas. They're going to pass out a brochure to everyone here. Gentlemen, thank you. Please pass them out. It explains the possibilities in the dream. If only half of you ladies groups represented here would adopt Faith, Hope, and Love as a mission project, we can do it. If every ladies group represented here adopts this mission project, then we can do it big. Big means rescuing more throwaway kids from more dingy, dark, lonely, spooky bus stations from lots of places, all called nowhere. Thank you. There was another standing ovation as Jean gave Gwen a hug. Gwen sat down in Jean's seat.